Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. During December I posted USD and CADJPY analysis and both performed very well. As you can see from the chart, this is where CADJPY was posted, and the final trading scenario was that the price was going to increase from this point here, 105.50 approximately, and so far the price reached the top 110, as you can see at this moment. On the other hand, I posted also USD. It was posted when the price reached this point here. It was very interesting how it was taking shape. I explained also all the details related with Elliott wave perspective, and the chances were very high that the price was getting ready to increase up to the top of the structure. As you can see, right now the price already broke out from this pattern and is at the top of the structure. So if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. So let's begin with the previous one, USD. We are going to discuss the technical perspective and also the fundamental perspective. So this week we have the Bank of Japan interest rate decision. This is one of the most important events for this month, as the Bank of Japan is doing nothing to help their economy for a long period of time. They just promised a million of times to change the yield curve, but so far nothing happened. And on the other hand, the major economies took very big steps to bring the inflation down towards their targets. So no policy changes are expected at the Bank of Japan's meeting also during this week. Next week, the bulls could also confirm momentum if the Bank of Japan does not provide additional information on its monetary policy plans. So we have to be very careful. And on the other hand, from the US front, we can see that the US dollar is getting even stronger. So this strength can push the US dollar, it can push US dollar up to the top. This is why we have to be careful. We had the US CPI data inflation that rose to 3.4% in December versus 3.1% in November. We had retail sales that rose 0.6% in December versus 0.3% in November, and also University of Michigan consumer sentiments data gave the greenback an extra boost on Friday. So with all of this good market data, the market is betting that the Fed will not cut interest rates anytime soon. So the idea that the Fed will cut interest rates in March has vanished for the moment, and we have to be very careful because this is helping the USD getting even stronger. If we are going to look at from a technical perspective, the USD picture at this moment, we can see that from this time frame, on a daily time frame, the price moved down from this point, from 151.80, increased with a 5-wave movement. And the fact is very interesting because the price respected the basics of the Elliott wave theory. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave development, and this completed the 5th wave of another 5th wave. And when the price moved down, I was expecting for this C wave or a second wave to be completed close to this area. As you can see, all the fundamental perspective that is supporting the US dollar is pushing the price up at this moment. And on the other hand, we have also the Bank of Japan that is not changing the monetary policy statement. So if they are not going to increase the monetary policy statement again, it is likely that the price may continue to increase further, and it will test this area here up to 151.80. However, many of you can think that why I'm not looking at the price to continue to rise further. We have seen that the Bank of Japan pushed the price down several times. Despite the fact that they are not changing their monetary policy statement and yield curve control as they promised several times, we can see that they are very good liars. They intervened in the market when the price reached this point, pushed everything down. This was a very big move. If we are going to look at from top to bottom, this was 2,400 pips approximately, and it is likely that we can see the same move. If price is going to move down, the bigger picture will be as an ABC picture, and it can reach the bottom at 128. For the moment, I think that it looks unbelievable as a movement. It looks very big move, or probably many think that the Bank of Japan will not change the monetary policy statement. I think that it has very small chances that they may change the monetary policy statement as well. But what has happened from the past is that we all know that they didn't do anything. So considering that the market already knows this, the maximum that it can push is close to this area, as I'm looking at this moment. And probably at this point, we can see the Bank of Japan to take further steps, because they are monitoring only USD yen currency rate. They are not looking at the other currencies. And during the previous time, we should remember that they denied the fact that they intervened in the market and the fact that USD yen moved at this price. So look at how interesting was this movement here. It was 1,100 or 200 pips approximately as a move from top to bottom, and it can happen the same thing. So the market knows that they will not do anything, but they can intervene and they can say the same thing again. So we didn't do anything. On the other hand, if this is going to happen, from the top, we are not too far away for this moment. This is approximately 330 pips. It is not too far away. It's too close to the top. The market expectation related with the Fed decision that probably they will not change the interest rate anytime soon, and the fact that the Bank of Japan may not change the monetary policy statement, can push the price easily up to the top, and later we have to see. However, we have to be careful. We can experience also any breakout from the high price volatility or the high volume against the yen pairs. Later we can see the bearish move. So we need to monitor the price close to this area here. If the price is going to respect the Elliott wave price development as it did before, it is likely that we can be in this situation. So a minimum movement that I'm expecting for this moment is that the minimum we can have an ABC movement, and the price can reach 138 in this way. So I'm going to make this as a blue scenario, or probably the price may continue with the third wave, and the third wave this time should push the price down further, and it should develop in this way like it did on the left side of the structure. So look at the left side, and it can clone the same development on the right side as well. The minimum expectation that I am expecting from USD yen is that the price may come close to the previous structure area. This is the area that I'm looking at, and the profit potential for this bearish move is high. We have to be careful not to sell in a premature trade. Probably the price will face the resistance when it will be close to 152, I guess. This is a possible movement, and later we can see the beginning of the next move. So from top to bottom, we are talking about 1000 pips only with this move. If you want to look at for other targets, also this target here, close to 146, it looks like that we have a very interesting structure zone and also another small structure zone here. So this is another, let's say, safer target if the price is going to move down. These are the first three targets, but considering the bigger picture, I think that the price should continue to move down with time. If the Bank of Japan is going to change the monetary policy statement, this is going to be the beginning of the second wave, and definitely this time we will see the beginning of a bigger movement that should push the price up to the bottom. So overall, the bearish move is approximately 2,400 pips if this is going to happen. So this is all for USD yen analysis. The next one that we are going to look at is GBP yen. Also, GBP yen is in a very critical area, as you can see, like all the other yen pairs. Beginning from June 2023, the price is moving in this way, so it keeps doing higher highs and higher lows. The lower part was never invalidated, as you can see from the chart, and once again the price is testing the top, and probably we can see the price to increase up to the top of this structure here. We have to be very careful. I don't think that the bullish movement has already over yet. The bigger picture that I'm looking at for yen also this time can be this type of price development. The price keeps doing higher highs and higher lows within this channel pattern. It looks very interesting how it is taking shape. And we have to be careful only close to the top of the structure. These are the resistance points where the price reacted several times and very well. Look at how well the price reacted close to the top. And this is the area that I'm looking at for a bearish move. So far, the price increased in a vertical way. It was very aggressive during all these moments. That is why we have to be very careful. With the current data that we have, I think that the price should stop close to the top, close to 189.50, and only with the current data that we have here, probably we have something as a type of a rising wedge pattern close to the top of this one. However, it can change because this is still a moment of transformation, but it can happen that this is the right pattern and later we can see the bearish movement beginning from this point. However, everything with time, it is very risky to sell at this moment. It can be considered an aggressive sell, but considering the bigger picture and how the price respected this channel several times, I think that the chances are high that we can see the bearish movement happening very soon close to the top. From top to bottom to this movement, this is approximately 950 up to 1000 move. So this is everything that we need to know about the yen pairs. However, we have to collect data and we have to be ready when the price will create the reversal, because aggressive sell-off is all the time very, very risky. So this is overall for what I'm looking at in both GBP yen and USD yen analysis. So let's see what is going to happen on Tuesday, January 23rd.